please. And roll sound. Marker. Action.
It comes from Newton's first law of physics, which is
it's a huge class, a sort of new middle class of people, late 20s, early 30s.
most of my friends were in transition, very transient lives. They were getting out of school, they were changing jobs.
There's not a lot of difference between them and the generation before them, except they're sort of stuck.
They were all looking for something that they did not have, and they couldn't tell you what it was. You know, if you asked, what are you searching for, they would go, I don't know, I think I'll just go someplace else, and maybe it's there.
Sorry I'm late. The new girl is a moron.
She's staying in a town next to a man who left her 3 years ago.
Let's highlight your roots. Okay. Here's Enfield. Here's Butte.
Where?
Right there.
Okay.
Well, she's sort of a mystery.
Let me.
She is a bit of a perfectionist. She sets very high standards for herself. Maybe not when it comes to men, as you can see with Nick.
Maybe when I get my check today, there will be a bonus in it.
Nick, they fired you.
Yeah.
There's no bonus.
He's bored. He's bored with his life and bored with what goes on here. And with his relationship as well.
Want a donut?
No. One of the plans that works.
Anyone who is happy on the move will identify with Nick.
Yeah.
And anybody who constantly screws up their relationships will identify with Nick.
You agreed to try Butte.
Yeah, I know. Butte, Montana, city of the future.
Yeah, I read that a while ago, so the future's probably already there.
She doesn't know what she really wants. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're not really happy with the way your life is going, but at the same time, you're not really ready for it to change, and then something out of your control changes it? Who are you?
Painter.
What are you doing?
Painting.
I'm a horny house painter.
You know what you want?
I want you.
I feel like our generation is searching for something. I don't know what, but it seemed like this script really touched on that well.
I'm 33 now, and it wasn't that long ago that my stereo was set up on bricks and well, it still is, actually.
Too late. She's gone.
My grandfather, he built buildings and he, worked in construction crews.
Cut. I can do it better.
He used to drive me around the city and said, I was a part of that. And I helped build that building and I could see the pride in him. And I think, people feel, when they feel connected to their work and a part of what they do, that grounds them in a way.
I was thinking that maybe we could be roomies, Roomies? Just until you figure out what's next.
I can't.
Why not?
Because if I don't go now, I'll just wind up staying with him. He gets to me too much.
They were raised as teenagers in the 70s by families where, and this is generally speaking, their mothers gave up their careers to be, homemakers, to take care of their families and raise the children, and were somewhat resentful. It's confusing what women are supposed to do in our society, what's expected of us now.
I meet men, I go home with them, and I just stay. There's no decision involved. It's just what I do. That way I don't have to lead my life, I can just lead theirs. It's definitely reality for me. I mean, a lot of the things that the people in this experience, including myself, are close to home, I don't have to think, oh, well, sure, I feel like that sometimes. They're issues that I deal with strongly. What way are we?
We're passionate. We're comfortable.
It's been passionate. It's been comfortable, but it hasn't been important.
It's about people trying to make some kind of real connection.
I know that what I want isn't out there. It isn't in here. It isn't inside. It isn't outside. It doesn't exist, but he wants her.
These characters learn that they have to take some kind of responsibility for their actions.
What you've been doing, you can't do anymore.
I understand.
I think it's rare for anyone really to be completely honest about, you know, who they are, or what they feel, or what they want.